What's up? It's Jat Jones. Your phone is keeping you single. Your computer use is keeping you single. Today, let's have a conversation on how to make sure that you can go and attract your dream girl. We're going to classify your dream girl as a girl that you're truly attracted to. This channel is about helping you attract the kind of women you truly want so that you don't have to settle. I know a lot of guys out there tell me that, hey, Jad, I can attract some women, but not the ones I'm truly attracted to. We're here to change that. And everything we do through 100% integrity. I have a few philosophies. Number one, always make sure you leave her better than you found her. Number two, without the foundation of integrity, your relationships with women won't work. So let's address the elephant in the room. Your phone is keeping you single. How so, Jad? How do you say? Let me tell you some patterns that I've been picking up on a lot this year. Almost 100% of my new clients come to me. When they come to me, they have a phone addiction, a social media addiction, a porn addiction, a scrolling addiction, watching too much YouTube addiction, and so on. So you're going to be thinking, what's the big deal? How is my phone and scrolling and using social media or watching a bit of porn, how is that keeping me single? That's what I'm going to break down for you in this video. In case you're not aware, social media, porn use, anything that hyperstimulates your brain is incredibly bad for you. It is causing depression. It is causing negativity, a negative outlook on life, hopelessness, and a whole other bunch of psychological issues. It's causing ADHD, the inability to focus. It's also taking away from your presence. If you're a student of mine, you know that presence is the foundation of any great seducer's game. Being present means being able to be here in the moment so that when you're talking to another human being, in this case, a beautiful woman, you're present with her versus all up in your head because you're always hyperstimulated and scrolling and stuff like that. So hyperstimulated people aren't present. If you're a hyperstimulated person and you're always fidgeting and every second you're bored or feeling lonely or you're in line, you're doing this, you pick up your phone, you pick up your phone, you pick up your phone, you're on TikTok, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on Twitter. The more you're just hyperstimulated, the more hyperstimulated you are, the less present you are. Let's think about the saying, wow, that guy has a very powerful presence when he walks in the room. That guy's got a very powerful presence when he walks in the room. Guess what? A hyperstimulated person who's always hyperstimulated and fidgeting and always picking up his phone every 2 seconds, that is the polar opposite of having presence. So that when you walk in the room or when you walk up to that woman and talk to her, she doesn't feel you. You do not feel a hyperstimulated person. Why? Because a hyperstimulated person lives up here in the cerebral realm. When you're all head and no body, you are not impactful. Let's say that again. When you're all head and no body, you're not impactful. What's the name of the game in seduction? You want to walk up to a woman, you want to emotionally impact her so that she feels you. Where does feeling happen? It happens in her body, in her heart. You want to walk up to women and have that powerful presence where, boom, they feel you. Well, guess what, my friend? Presence and hyperstimulation are inversely correlated. The more you are of one, the less you are of another. So, what you need to understand, first of all, the more you use this device, we're also including tablets and computers, the more you use this device, the less impactful you are and the less you can really connect with women. Let me check my mic real quick. So, there are a lot of reasons why you need to check yourself. Now, here's another thing that I realized about phone addiction, social media addiction, and all this stuff. You know what the number one problem is with most guys regarding their phones and social media and porn? Denial. Hey, do you have a social media addiction? Nah, not really. Hey, do you have a porn addiction? Nah, not really. Then I probe further. Oh, well, how many hours a day do you use social media? Oh, actually, I use it like 4 hours a day. When you get bored, do you like, just stay bored, or do you instantly reflexively pick up your phone? Actually, no, I reflexively pick up my phone. Are you a very present person? Do you, oh, here's another thing I hear all the time. Hey, Jad, you know what? A lot of the times I find myself using my phone without even noticing that I picked it up. Holy shit. And you're telling me you're not addicted. So, guys, please be humble enough to don't be in denial. If you're in denial, you don't have power to change what you need to change. Step one to change is admitting you got a problem. This year, I lost 30 pounds. You know how I lost 30 pounds? Because step one was I admitted a truth to myself that I'm a fucking sugar addict. Before, I used to yo-yo, go lose some pounds, gain some pounds, lose some pounds, gain some pounds. Why? Because I was in denial. I thought, oh, I can eat just half of this piece of cake, or I can just have one little spoon of ice cream. No, I was an addict. Once I got the taste of refined sugar, I just kept eating. It was only when Jad admitted to himself that he was a fucking sugar motherfucking addict was he then humble enough to stay away from sugar and then lose that 30 pounds and get ripped. Let's throw up a picture right here. 43, ripped as fuck. So, back to you. The first step to getting over your addiction of your phone, we're classifying all these things are bad for you. Social media, porn, looking at sexy girls on any website or social media site, webcam girls, escorts, YouTube, excessive use of YouTube, aimless scrolling, news. Okay? All of those are addictions. You probably have most of them. Your first step is to say, I am a fucking motherfucking addict. Why am I emphasizing this? Because only then will you be humble enough to know that, oh, I have lost control. The definition of being addicted means you do not have control. And a reminder, why are we talking about this, Jad? How is this keeping me single? It's keeping you single because it's causing social anxiety. The more you're hyperstimulated, the more you have social anxiety. It's causing you to have low self-esteem because when you're looking at social media, you're unconsciously comparing yourself to others and basically telling yourself you suck. Okay? Another reason is you're hyperstimulated, so you're not connecting and you're not having that impact. A seducer's got to be grounded in his body, not stuck in his cerebral head. So it's taking away from your impact, from your presence, from your ability to connect. If you can't connect, nothing else happens. Connection is the foundation of seduction. Okay? If you're watching porn, you may develop resentment against women. If you're using social media and scrolling and hyperstimulated in general, you're more susceptible to be hopeless and depressed. Well, how is a hopeless, depressed man going to go out there and play a motherfucking challenging game called seduction that is one of the most challenging motherfucking games out there? You need all your strength. You need all your presence. You need all your power. You need all your confidence to conquer this motherfucker. You got to go out there as your strongest self, not your weakest self. This makes you weak. Another thing, if you're scrolling on dating apps to look at hot girls, that includes an addiction there too, and you're hyperstimulated there too. So, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to step one, admit that you are a fucking addict. You have no control, you have lost control, and this device has made you its bitch. From this admission of addiction, You have now moved into your power, where you have the ability to control and change what you need to change and regain control over yourself. Another mic check. I've been having trouble with the microphone battery. So, if you would like help to overcome your addiction and also help on how to understand the game, I remind you there's a link below or on my channel page where you can apply to work with me. I do one-on-one coaching and I specialize in helping men who have got their shit together. Okay, if you're broke in your mom's basement, don't call me. But if you've got a job and you've got your stuff relatively together and you're at the point where you don't want to, you're sick of just dating randomly or dating women you're not that into, and you want to finally get to the point where you're attracting and dating the women you truly want, you're truly attracted to, that's what I specialize in. I specialize in, number one, getting you the confidence and skills to be able to predictably and consistently attract the women you're truly attracted to. And number two, helping you ultimately land your dream girl. When clients work with me, they walk away with the life skill of not only being able to attract, date, and keep a beautiful woman, but also the life skill of being able to replace her if she leaves, if that relationship doesn't work out. I have a few clients I think about right now who had so much confidence after taking our coaching that they got a girlfriend. They were in that relationship for a number of months, but then they had enough confidence to break up with that girl because they felt that that relationship wasn't serving them. And now they're out there and they're successfully dating women without even skipping a step. Because once you work with me, you have the life skill forever of dating the women you're truly attracted to. So you can hit me up, check out the links below or on my channel page. But one thing is for sure for today, no, this thing is keeping you single. I can go on and on about all the different ways it's keeping you single. It's messing up your focus. It's distracting you. Get back into control of your life. Be less hyperstimulated. Work more on being present in the moment. Stop being so dependent on electronic devices. Whether you understand it or not, they are fucking your life. So stop it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you in the next. Peace.